We will be looking at the implementation of Lean using DHL as a case study. My name is Khadija Hamza, and with me are my team members, Sheon Joseph and Amuche David. Lean manufacturing is also known as Lean. It is an important framework that was born out of Toyota Production System. It is a systematic approach to production that focuses on value creation for customers and eliminating waste in the manufacturing system. Today, Lean has since evolved from manufacturing to services, and that's why the company organizations like DHL, NHS, and amongst others can utilize the framework. In this presentation, we will critically evaluate the history of Lean, its impact on DHL, and the challenges they face and risk mitigation. The history of Lean and its evolution. This all began from Henry Ford trying to um, mass produce motor vehicles. This was as a result of in back in the days, cars were produced, were handcrafted, and they were produced individually. They were customized. Hence, he wanted to mass produce, and um, that's how this framework was born. Right on the back of that, Toyota Production System, also known as just in time, was um, was developed. Here. Toyota created in small batches, but in a continuous flow. Hence, they produce different models, but with orders from customers, and produce just in time for at the time of order placement. In the 1980s, the US companies adopted this framework, hence, and it was made popular by a book known as The Machine That Changed the World by Womack. In the early 2000s, US organizations adopted the Lean system and made it smarter. Today, Lean has evolved to include digitalization. With the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, things such as Internet of Things have been embedded in Lean. Overview of DHL. DHL was founded in 1969 in America. It's a global logistics company with over 600,000 employees across all 7 continents and 220 countries. Last year it generated a sum of 84.2 billion euro. They expanded globally in the 1970s. Their operations cut across DHL Express, DHL Parcel, and e-commerce supply chain, DHL forwarding and freight. The implementation of Lean on DHL. DHL leverages predictive analytics, artificial intelligence, and to optimize routes and timely delivery of goods. Inventory. DHL uses just-in-time logistics approach to minimize inventory and cost. On Motion, DHL warehouses are designed to streamline to reduce and eliminate unnecessary movements, such that heavier items are placed in front and the lighter ones at the back. Also, they are categorized according to their date and sorted. On waiting, DHL automates to cut unnecessary delays and they also minimize overproduction at every point in time. DHL on overprocessing, DHL utilizes order management system and warehouse management system to avoid excessive shipments. And lastly, they do quality checks to ensure that packages leave the organizations properly. On the technology aspect of things with DHL and Lean, the DHL has embedded things like blockchain, Internet of Things, and augmented reality into their system. They use the blockchain technologies to ensure transparency and traceable logistics. On the Internet of Things, they now utilize things such as handheld scanners, cameras with tracking system to cameras with tracking system. They track temperature and conditions of packages within their facility. On augmented reality, DHL implements AR to to help people such as pickers by using glasses that help them to show location of things or where they are to put items.
In this slide, we'll be looking at lean implementation strategy for DHL. The first one is pillar and measure. This pillar focuses on understanding the existing process. DHL plans to deploy end-to-end value stream mapping using Go Green dashboard to protect CO2 intensive steps. This can help DHL to identify waste and area of improvement, especially targeting carbon emission. While the second one is Kazin Blitz on last mile depot. This refers to rapid improvement events and its target efficiency in the critical last mile delivery. DHL aims to apply 5, 5S and SMED to charging battery and swap. Um, this will improve organization, it will reduce changeover time, it will also boost electric vehicle usage in the company. The third one is Ejunku air load smoothing. This is a lean principle for for leveling production or workload. This reduces waste space and leads to sustainable carbon emission reduction by avoiding inefficient flight. While the fourth one is First Choice Academy. This pillar focuses on people and capability building. DHL plan to train over 1,150 staff on proof projects. This empower a large workforce with lean through projects and link performance. While the last one is governance and control. This pillar ensure the lean initiative are sustained and deliver result. DHL will implement quarterly DMADU review and it will provide structures oversight track progress against targets, and it will also ensure alignment access department and address work in risk progress. And here we be look and here we'll be looking at the positive impact of lean in production and the positive impact of lean production in DHL. The first one is stronger supply chain collaboration. Lean practice foster closer work with supplier and partners, leading to waste reduction and improved visibility and better customer experience. The second one is employee engagement. Kaizen encourages continuous improvement and employee involvement, resulting in a more skilled, satisfied, motivated, and productive workforce. The third one is cost savings. Cost savings. By minimizing work and streamlining operation, lean production has significantly reduced operational costs, leading to lower inventory and more profit. While the last one is improved quality control. Leveraging tools like Six Sigma has led to real-time data tracking and continuous process improvement.
So hello, my name is Amuche David. I'm going to be talking about the SWOT analysis of DHL, yeah, risk rating and prioritization alongside the mitigation strategies. Then I'll end it with my recommendations and conclusion. SWOT analysis of DHL, their strengths are their global network in over 220 countries and territories, a wide range of services, express, freight, supply chain, e-commerce, their strong brand, trusted global brand, advances of technology, IoT, AI, robotics, Their weaknesses are high dependent on fluctuating for prices, complex supply chain, and disruptions. Inconsistent services of regions, intense market competition impact, heavily run on moderate economic stability. The opportunities are growth of global e-commerce and last mile delivery, expansion into emerging markets, Asia, Africa, adoption of AI, robotics, blockchain into their logistics, development of green logistics, offering more value-added services alongside what they currently offer. Their threats, strong competitions, FedEx, UPS, economic downturns. Example was the COVID-19 that came all of a sudden, the major threat to everybody in the industry. Changing global and local regulations, shutting down of borders, for example, all of a sudden borders, airports, everything is on lockdown. Supply chain disruptions, in-house supply chain disruptions, natural disasters, strikes, pandemics. Those are their threats that would later be opportunities that they can actually work on, or opportunities that they can be able to predict and thereby be able to be ahead of the curve. Their risk rating and prioritization, employee resistance to change, it's a minor risk. Rating is minor. Supply chain disruption and just-in-time risks. It's a moderate risk. High cost of implementation of the lean techniques. Moderate risk, low rating because it's going to be viewed as a long time. So it's going to be done, slowly with KPIs, with employee feedback. So it's a moderate risk. Customer expectations, yes, due to the change, due to the improvement, due to the employment of these techniques, what the customer is going to be used to before, there's going to be a change in what they are currently going to be going through. So customer expectations, the moderate risk, minor low rating. The measure improvements, KPIs, employee feedback, employee engagement, able to measure that, okay, we're going on a trajectory, or we're trying to do this, we're trying to implement these strategies, and then being able to measure, okay, we did this at this particular time, we're doing this now, what can it be at this other time? Measuring improvements is actually key. The mitigation strategies, employee resistance to change, Q&A sessions to calm them down, employees engagement, open feedback, which DHL already conduct an annual employee survey. Well, in 2023, 77% of employees participated, providing anonymous feedback, on strategy, values, and working conditions. Comprehensive training and content implementation, like I said earlier, combine Lean and Six Sigma together. DHL has integrated Lean and Six Sigma methodologies through its Vectors program. Budget support for transition, KPI and employee feedback, rewards and recognition of employees that actually measure, of employees that do extra, employees that make sure that they key into the lean techniques on the company has decided to employ. Supply chain disruption and just-in-time risk. Strategies are to buffer up stocks and just-in-time delivery. Collaborate with multiple suppliers. AI automation and IoT for predictive risk management. DHL's own logistics provides clients with flexibility to adjust inventory levels and delivery schedules as needed, supporting both just-in-time delivery and the first-of models. DHL's latest reports and white paper emphasize the importance of multi-sourcing and multi-sourcing, being able to work with multiple suppliers across different regions to reduce dependency and to mitigate the risk. High cost of implementation, lean techniques to reduce cost because it's going to be viewed as a long-term approach. Public sector or partnership and government grants and incentives. DHL actively pursues partnership with public sector, entities, and leverages grants and incentives to offset investment costs. That's for the immigration strategies and its effectiveness. Now to the recommendations. Expand training, increase participation, address well-being of the employees, skill Internet of Things, invest more in AI, blockchain, and AI solutions, diversify suppliers, balance just-in-time delivery and buffers, and also invest in predictive analytics, because being able to be ahead of the curve, being able to analyze, assess, and review damages before it happens gives you ample time to prepare ahead of it, so that when it happens, it doesn't affect the workflow, it just goes in immediately. Accelerate EV adoption, integrate carbon metrics, pursue partnership, and then above all, adopt long-term view. Those who have to take their employees' well-being in check, and welfare considerations for employees support due to the transition. In conclusion, DHL's Lean implementation has delivered substantial operational environmental gains, but continued success will depend on addressing workforce challenges, maintaining supply chain resilience, and accelerating sell and green innovations. By balancing efficiency with employees' well-being and sustainability, DHL solidifies its leadership in global logistics and sets new standards for excellence in the service sector. Thank you. God bless.